Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to discuss another important topic of Power BI, which is date table creation. While you will be working in real-time project, there you have to create your own master date table. Why we call this as master date table? Because this date table will work as master table. Because we know that for Power BI reporting and dashboard creations, we have most of the time we use time intelligence functions, right? For time intelligence functions we need date table, and we have to create this table first, and after that we have to mark this table as master table. So we will see this thing step by step, how to create this table and how to mark this table as master table. Without wasting time, let's get started. Yeah, one thing, if you like this video, please do like, share and subscribe my channel. Please do support my efforts. Let's start. Already I have uploaded that sample superstore data. See, this is the data store over here. You can see this is order table. Here all the details are there. You can see the data over here. So based on this we are going to create date table. Okay, so let's get started. So as we are going to create date table, so this function is we are going to use table level function. So here I'm clicking on that new table, right? So here we are going to use calendar function. So I'm giving the name date, date, any name you can give, but you should use the name which is having some significance, right? After that we are going to use calendar function, so which will help to create our date table. Okay, so here it will accept two parameters, which is start date and end date. So for calculating start date we are going to use DAX functions first date, and for end date we are going to use DAX function last date. So instead of first date and last date, you can also use max functions and mean functions. Okay, now let's start. So this is my first date functions. I am taking the first date function. Now I am passing the date field. So this is the field order table. You can see order table and order date. So based on this date we are going to create our date table. Okay, so now I'm closing first date function. Now I have to use last date. Okay, so now I'm going to use last date. Now I am same field I am passing again. Now I'm closing the calendar functions. So now let me press enter. So now you can see I have created that date column. So starting from the based on your data set, it has created the date field, right? Now you can see the format is DD MM YYYY, right? Because this is 14, right? So this is DD, not MM. Okay, now this is also, you can see time also is given, so we do not need time, so that's why I'm going to change the format. So here you see this is the correct format which we need, right? That DD MM YYYY. So this is the actual format we need for our project purpose, right? So now let's do this thing. Now I'm going to create one by one all the columns, right? So here you click, then you see new column. Sometimes people do the mistake that instead of clicking new column they do new measure. Don't do that mistake, because we are going to create column, right? Now let's do this. Now we are going to create year. Now the function itself is year in DAX, right? So everything is readable, right? Here it is telling that you need to pass some date field. So here I'm passing the date field, right? Now you see we got year. So this function has extracted year from this date. Now let's create that month. So now if it is month name and month name number, both will come into the picture. So now I'm creating month number. Okay, now the function itself is month function. Now let's do this. Same date field I'm passing again. Now I got the month number, right? For January it is 1, for February it is 2, like this it will display the data. Now I'm going to create month name. Okay, month name. Now let me use the function. For month name we have to use format function. So for format function, first you need to pass the value, and then you have to pass the format, right? So here I am passing MMM 3M, right? Now let me close. See, for January, JAN, if you pass just MMM, then it will display the name like this, because we need only the first 3 characters of any month name. It is sufficient to identify the month, right? And if you want to display the entire month name, then you can do this thing, 4M's, right? Then again press enter, you will see the entire month name. So we do not need this, 3M is enough for our purpose. Okay, next we are going to create quarter, right? Because this is also very important for our Power BI project. So I am going to do this thing. Now let me call the function itself. The function itself is quarter functions. Now again we are going to pass the same date field, right? So now let's do this thing, quarter. See, so January, February, March, past 3 months, we know that this is first quarter, right? After March, that means April onwards, the quarter 2 will come, right? So you can see that quarter. Now one thing you can see, notice over here, that if I just display that 1 2 3, it doesn't make that much of sense. If I can display in this way, that quarter 1, QTR1 or Q1, then it makes more sense, right? So for doing that, what I'm going to do, that I'm going to use concat functions. Okay, so I'm writing concat functions. So in the concat functions, so first parameter we are going to pass that QTR maybe. Okay, whatever you want you can write that. After that you can pass the quarter functions, right? Now see the changes. See here you can see that quarter 1 like this, quarter 2 like this. So it makes more sense, right? So now we are going to create another column, which is basically day number and day name, right? This is day number. So the functions we are going to use, that is day functions. So sorry, this is my bad, day functions. Now I'm going to pass this field. Okay, so this is basically showing the month of the day, right? So this is 3rd January, that's why it is showing 3. This is 4th January, this is getting showing 4, right? When at the 31st of January, it is showing 31. And again when it is starting February, so it is showing 1st February, so it is showing 1. Okay, so similarly it will show this year is best probably new leap year, that's why it is showing 29, right? Now let's create day name. Okay, now I'm going to create day name. So for that I'm going to use that format functions. So format value, pass the value, which is basically date value. Then again similarly you can pass over here DDD. Okay, now let's do this. What is coming, you see, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and this way it is coming. If you want to display the entire thing, that Sunday, Monday, and then you have to put here 4 days, right? So this is the way you can create your own DateMaster table. Okay, so here another thing which is very another also important thing, which is that date of the week, right? So for that we are going to create this thing. So I forgot the function name probably, which is which, let me see whether we have completed everything or not, right? Probably the day weekday, right? Weekday. So the function is itself weekday functions. Okay, so weekday function will date. Okay, so Now let's see. So here it is showing the Sunday is 1, Monday is 2, Tuesday is 3, in this way Saturday is 7. Now for your maybe in your project it is they are considering Monday as first date. That means here you have to change in this way that Monday will be 1 instead of 2, right? So if that is the requirement, then you can do this thing in this way, right? In this way you can make it in this way, right? So here you see Monday is 1, Tuesday is 2, Wednesday 3, in this way Saturday 6, and Sunday will be 7. So I hope you understood everything, how to create your date table. Now it is coming to the point, the important point. You have to create this table as master table. So go to the date table, then you go here, you can see that, right? Under table tools you can see that mark as date table. Okay, mark as date table, you do this thing, then you select this, the date field, right? See, you can see over here that validated successfully, right? Then you just save this. Okay, now we are done with everything. Now after this, if you are having any extra requirement that suppose you need week number, right? Week number of the year, you can use the function week name. Okay, so using that you can create whatever you need, but mostly this is the important and basic part. Those who are especially fresher or they are people are converting from migrating from non-IT to IT, and those who are also IT professional, they are migrating from some other field to data analytics field. They can write this code in a Word sheet, right? Word document. It will be easy for them before the interview, before the project, starting of the project. In this way you can write all the codes. You can practice the DAX, then you can write the code in this way. In the next video we are going to discuss about how to create Indian fiscal year. Not only Indian fiscal year, if you know the logic, if you can understand the logic, you will be able to any fiscal year, right? Based on the month what they are considering. So this is for today. See you in the next video. Thank you. Bye bye.